If you want to know why you had the heart attack and nobody has been able to tell you, then the Skip Your Next Heart Attack Challenge is for you. If you've been wondering why have you had to go back for your second or your third, maybe even your fourth heart stent, your coronary stent, any of you who's ever had a stent, have a loved one that's had a coronary stent procedure, knows what I'm talking about. Almost everyone goes back for a second procedure. Oftentimes, it's just a continual way of life throughout the rest of their life. They miss work, they lose their job, perhaps their business suffers, their family suffers, their health suffers. If that's you, you do not want to miss the Skip Your Next Heart Attack Challenge. But maybe you just wonder if you're going to go down the path you're wondering, if you're going to go down the path that you saw your mother or your father or your grandparents or your aunts or uncles go down. Maybe you're trying to live a healthy life or not, but you're getting to the age of 40 or 45 or 50. I say everyone deserves to have a complete evaluation for heart attack risk, for stroke risk, for diabetes risk, at least by age 40. 45 at the latest if you haven't had it. Because we hear all the time, Laura, don't we? People say, I had no idea all of that was going on inside my body. I'm so glad I know. We hear that a lot. I love when people say that because I love knowing what all you can know about what's going on inside your body, not just because you can check that off that it's good to know, but because you can do something about it. Laura and I would not be talking about this topic if we didn't have hope and answers, real answers. We're not kidding when we say, even if we give the advice that the American Heart Association gives and has on their website and has numerous studies to back it up, 80% of heart attacks and strokes can be prevented. At least 80%. We see a much higher number in our practice because we take it to another level, even beyond that. It's not hard. It's easy things that you can implement. A lot of times it's just that you haven't had a complete evaluation and you don't really know what all is contributing to a potential first heart attack or first stroke or potential diabetes and other problems. Or if you've had a problem, you don't know that something is still going on inside your body that hasn't been addressed. So, as you know, Laura, I say we both have said for a long time that oftentimes an evaluation or a workup for a patient is not inaccurate. It is just incomplete. And oftentimes it's grossly incomplete. There are several things that are missing that are key contributors to a person's risk of heart attack and stroke and diabetes and dementia. It's just not evaluated routinely, but that's what we do every day in our practice. And so we want to bring this information and the implementation of it to more people. What can you ask your doctor for? What can you talk to your nurse practitioner about? What can you talk to your dental hygienist and your dentist about to get the answers you need, to get the tests you need? And yes, there'll be plenty on strategies that you can implement today in terms of diet and exercise and daily routines. And you know how we're going to talk. If you've heard us talk at all, we're going to talk a lot about bliss and joy and happiness and laughing because there's a lot of science and definitely clinical experience that we know without a doubt addressing those relationships, addressing the joy of life, addressing the spiritual aspect of life is associated with length of life, that's for sure, and reduction of heart attack risk. So you don't want to miss it. If you fall into any of those categories, or if you're just interested in great health or longevity or age reversal, this is the course for you. Yes, it will be recorded and the recordings will be available all week. And then we're going to take them down because remember, it is a challenge. We want you to change your life because of attending this 5-day challenge. You may only change one thing, but we see in our practice every day that one decision moves you closer to the health you desire, to the future you desire, to the health in the future that you desire. One change can make all the difference. And imagine if you get the entire workup and then you slowly over time make several changes and you know we're going to help you make them enjoyable in your life or it's not worth making. You will be so healthy and you'll be so glad you did. You'll feel better. You'll love the way your body looks. You'll love the way your mind works. Your family is going to enjoy you more. Because you'll enjoy life more.
Well, what most people don't know, I think that's so important about skip your next heart attack, is that once you have a heart attack, statistically, you're going to have another one. And so whether I say you want to skip your next heart attack, for me, I want to skip the first heart attack, because we don't really understand that statistic. And I think it's so important that people are struggling out there. I called this 5-day challenge really the 5 little secrets to cardiac care. And it's really to prevent that heart attack. So what are these 5 little secrets? That's really what we're going to go over in the challenge, is things that really get overlooked or aren't discussed. And to me, it's so important that if everyone knew about this, we truly could save lives and skip heart attacks, put an end to heart disease being our #1 killer. So I ask everyone to join us in this 5-day challenge, find out what these 5 little dirty secrets are that people aren't sharing with you out of healthcare. You will walk away knowing then exactly the strategies with this 5-day challenge that you can start to use to help you skip your next heart attack.